Hi everyone, welcome to the Ask Bess show. Here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time on Facebook Live. Today the topic is some life-saving tips for network marketing women. I'm called the Shrink of MLM and other things, and I love supporting network marketing women. That's my niche of niches is helping network marketing women who might feel overwhelmed, have many challenges, wear many hats, and face many challenges that other people don't. Welcome, Sean Murphy. How are you? Follow Sean, another wonderful person in network marketing. So, first of all, before I get into the topic, my message to you is, you matter. I hear you. I'll respond. You're not alone. Whatever you're going through, there's a solution to it, and you are bigger than any problem that is before you, and I'll help. I have a method called Real Conversations to help people get from problem or pain to solution, pain to relief or solution in just minutes. So I'll share that with you. My background, I am a body-mind therapist, holistic health practitioner for over 37 years, helping people to break past blocks and negative beliefs and fears, break into who they truly are meant to be. I'm also called the Shrink of MLM. Gosh, some of the other titles the things that I've done in this time is neuromuscular therapist, Reiki master, inner child therapist, mother, minister, speaker for radio and events, published author, previous full-time network marketer. For years helped me raise my son as a single mom. Trainer of body-mind therapists. For 15 years I trained body-mind therapist at Body-Mind College in San Diego, head teacher there. But one of my favorite little subtitles that people have given me is the Shrink of MLM. I like that a lot. I think that's cute because I've helped so many people break through their blocks, and they tell people about it, and big, huge results, even quicker than psychotherapy or other traditional methods, because I have a way to get my Real Conversations methods gets right to the heart of what people need. So I'm going to go ahead and invite a few people here today, and wonder where you're watching from. I'd love to know that. And let's see if I can get this camera right here while I invite people. If you're watching the replay, please type in replay, because I'd love to thank you for watching. And wonder what the weather's like here. I'm here in Kansas, and it is, cloudy, coolish today. Feels like winter again, but the grass is greening up here, so I know that spring is on its way. I don't think we're going to have another freeze, so I think it's safe for the plants to come out. So the topic today, network marketing women. Most of network marketers are women. Women control most of the buying decisions made in this country, and they have special challenges, which I'll talk about in just a minute, and my tips to help network marketing women. So holding the phone, inviting some people, especially the network marketing women here. And if you are a woman in network marketing, or you know one, please type in yes, because there can be some good things in here today for you. And if you know a network marketing woman, I'd love if you tag her, share, so she can be getting the tips too. Some people share in network Facebook groups, so other people can be watching the live at the same time, and I sure welcome you to do that and appreciate you when you do that. Okay, so enough inviting. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Linda. How are you? Good to see everybody. So women in network marketing women in any profession, any professional women, seem to wear a lot of hats. There's wife, mother, business person, sometimes even involved in community organizations or things in the community, reaching out. But it can be a challenge wearing all these hats and being all these things to all people. So as a result, many women in business and in network marketing can feel overwhelmed, can feel forget to take care of herself, can be run up against the stigma against women. Still, there's stigma against women in business. And welcome, Lucy. Got some women on here. And thank you for the likes and loves. I really appreciate that. So there is still stigma against women in the world. Men are more listened to, more paid, more expected that they know, that they can be helpful or useful or professional or proficient in their craft. Network marketing does level that field a lot, as we have seen that many women in network marketing are really the best in it because we are relationship people. And so that's why there are so many top earners, of course, in network marketing who are women. That it does not have that discrimination, which is one of the beautiful things about network marketing. But still, women face so many things. We can, in network marketing, I have coached a lot of people, private clients who have experienced a lot of politics within network marketing, a lot of unethical things from the company or from their upline or team, and what to do about that. And sometimes they can't go to somebody within their company or their upline or downline or crossline to talk about this because they need it, what they're going through personally, they need it to be confidential. And that's when they seek me out, because they know that it will be isolated there. They'll get the help they need, another answer besides their own situation that they can be kind of emotionally embroiled in. And that's why I have a coach too, because I need someone outside of me to see what I can't see, that I might be too close to a situation. So that is where people seek me out, or when it's good to seek out a coach, someone outside who can give you another viewpoint, another support, another perspective that might be hard to get oneself. And welcome, Helly. Good. Welcome, Nancy. Glad to see everybody. So, women, it is easy to forget to take care of ourselves because we're very altruistic. We're naturally sort of wired to put the survival of the children ahead of our own, and sometimes that extends to the children in one's network marketing team or just other in the community, others around us or a neighbor. And so I have to regularly remember to take care of myself, and I have a little story about that in a little bit. But first I'll just describe some of the things that sometimes women in network marketing or in business can get so busy that we forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to do our own spiritual work, our own healthcare work. And believe me, I've done that and made a video on that. I went to the Facebook Live on that topic. What happens when I have done that for too long? It's okay to do that temporarily, or in the case of a deadline, or maybe we're doing a challenge, and put some of the self-care on hold, but not the basics, and not for too long, because there comes a whiplash, there comes a backlash, where we have to make that up, and our health demands it, or our body demands it, or our body goes on strike, and eventually we have to take care of that, let alone our emotions. And we might lose, our mind too, we might lose our mind, or we might lose our spiritual connection. So I have some tips about that for a little bit. But everyone, the reason people seek me out as a coach is because everyone gets stuck at the level or is working up against just the next level for them. Whether it's a 6-figure earner or 7-figure earner, everyone encounters the ceiling for the next level. We're all working up against our current limitations to break through that to get to the next level, or else we'd be at the next level, right? If we weren't, we would already be at that next level. So we're all working up against those limitations, but we don't have to do it alone. I have tried to do it alone most of my life. I'm sort of programmed to be independent that way. I can do it alone. But you know what? When you have the support of another person or a group of people who understand you, who have been there, who know the way through, you can go through faster, easier, better, and farther. Why do it alone, and why struggle when perhaps you could get through that stuck place 5 times easier? So that is when it's good to reach for help, to look to peers or whoever that you could trust to give you some not only ideas and knowledge and information to get past that, but also the energy, the belief the companionship, the, how do I say, the energy, the consciousness that you can absorb and let it absorb into your being and let it move you forward. That yes, I am competent. I can get through this. I am strong enough to get through this. That life does not bring me anything that I am not up for, that I don't have the strength for. I guess that we fear when we imagine that there's some random strikings of life on us that could get to us, could be bigger than us. My experience is that there is a greater intelligence in life, a greater plan, a greater will, a greater divine will that only brings to us exactly what is right for our challenge, not to crush us, but to help us grow so we won't be bored, but yet not be too overwhelmed by it. So in my experience, in my stories, and in my 30-some years of working with people, and in my spirituality, I've experienced that the only thing that reaches us is good for us, including the current coronavirus scare and challenges. Somehow spiritually, this is all good for people. You see people rallying together and setting priorities and thinking of their immunity for the first time, thinking about how to help people make money from home, like in network marketing. So for every disaster, it brings out really the best in human nature. And it perhaps teaches us some lessons about our own immunity and our own health. Have we been ignoring that? Have we been eating the foods that we know are not the most nourishing and life-giving foods for us? And now it's come time to look at that, including alcohol, smoking, but even white flour, white sugar, processed foods, bad oils, GMOs, pesticides, and all that. Is it time to take a look at that? Is that what the coronavirus is saying? Hey, it's time to be self-responsible. But back over to network marketing women. This can include women taking a look at themselves and saying, how am I caring for myself? Am I leaving myself open? Am I running myself down? Is my immunity down? Am I leaving myself vulnerable to diseases? That's not good. That is why on airlines they say to put on your mask before you help your child. Because if you pass out, how can you help your child, right? So it's been a big lesson for me, and I still have to continually watch. Am I caring for myself? Don't try to be don't try to be everything to everyone. That's what we especially need to learn as women or givers. And welcome, Tina. And welcome, Lauren. Glad to see you. Thank you for being here. So have you ever experienced some of the things that I'm speaking about as a network marketer? Have you ever needed to remember, okay, I need to care for myself, not get overwhelmed? So that's a big one. Other things that network marketing women face is sometimes they can get waylaid by divorce or illness or moving or a family problem or caring for a family member, whether it's an older parent or a new grandchild or something like that. And some women just can't find the time to do that all, and I help with that. And then there's the last point, and that is sometimes that, I'll say always, we limit ourselves. We're at the level that we are because we see ourselves there. We don't have a big expanded belief. One time I asked a top earner in network marketing, what is the greatest challenge that your team has? And she said, shifting into a new paradigm. They're used to only earning so much or accomplishing so much. So that's the limit or the ceiling that they see themselves at and that they hold themselves at. So she said the greatest challenge is helping them to burst that and shift into a new paradigm and believe in themselves that they can and that they deserve it and not hold themselves back. And that means not judging ourselves, not being hard on ourselves, and removing those limits so that we can grow, right? So this is what people seek me out as a coach for and how I help network marketers, especially women. So here's a story about how to care for oneself, why we care for ourselves. If you've heard this story, Maybe it bears repeating because it is a good message, so maybe it's not bad to hear it again. But when it was a few years ago, I had a lady staying in my house, and she said, "Oh, you're a Scorpio." She said, "My father was a Scorpio too, and he ran around as fast as you run around and doing all this stuff." She said, "He died of a heart attack." And so I think she was there, and my guest, my friend, was a messenger for me to take a look at self-care, slowing down, not being so focused on the goal, but remembering myself as well. And she said she had a little story of when her son was 4 years old, and he had 3 little friends over, and she wanted to pass out jelly beans, which I don't recommend sugar, but she wanted she gave him some jelly beans to share with his friends. And she said, okay, she poured jelly beans in his hand, and he distributed these to his friends. He said, one for you, 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 one for you. And he did that till his hand was empty, and their hands had jelly beans. And he looked at their hands, and he looked at his own hand, and he burst out crying. His mom came over, she saw what happened, and so she took all the jelly beans and put them back in his hand. And she said, okay, count it out again, but this time, count yourself in. And so I have a sign hanging on my bathroom, in my bathroom to this day, saying, I count among the people that I serve. It's important to not, we don't want to all the time for me or none of the time for me. There's a balance in there. I count among the people that I serve. If they deserve the service and love, so do I. And I need to take care of myself as a vehicle for people to do that. So I'm 90% better at that now. And I still have some ways to go. Sometimes I can get so locked into a project that I'll look up and hours have gone by when maybe I should have been walking around the block or stretching or taking a break. Did you know that it's good to look? Like when you're at the computer, it's good to set your alarm for every 20 minutes, even though we hate to be interrupted, right? But it's good to set your alarm to look like outside the window or something 20 yards away for 20 seconds every 20 minutes. That's a little guideline for taking care of your eyes that they don't get, I have 20/20 vision. I'm on no medications. I'm perfectly healthy and fit and all that. And I believe my immunity is very, very good because I take good care of myself with a lot of health. I have someone juice vegetable juices for me every day. I eat good. I have no sugar in the house. I exercise every day, at least go for a walk, stretching, and some aerobic too, and strengthening and aerobic. And hello, Lisa. Welcome. Follow Lisa Metzger, who just weighed in here. Lisa Metzger, if you leave a comment, then they can find you. Follow Lisa because she is a dear friend and colleague from Body Mind College, where I was speaking about, where I used to teach in San Diego. And she now teaches as a holistic, and anyway, as a health practitioner as well. She teaches how to take care of your gut, starting your immunity, starting in your gut. So you will, that fits in perfectly here with taking care of ourselves and also the immunity needed right now with the coronavirus going around. So follow Lisa. She has a great Facebook group and page, and that can be part of this topic of how to care for ourselves. So what I also find, besides exercise, fresh air, plenty of sleep, and a positive attitude, doing things that make us happy, is doing our spiritual work. And I like to do this every day. Allie Brown, another mentor of mine, says that and she's a multimillionaire, says that doing her spiritual work every day is often the source of her best business ideas come during this time. But also, we need to do it to stay inwardly connected, so we don't, for me, that makes everything work, my spiritual time. Connecting with myself and my spiritual principle that I look to makes everything work in life, and really, really cool, like a smooth dance. So I really recommend setting aside a time for this. See, what other tips can I give for network marketing women? You matter. You deserve it to take care of yourself. And you deserve to talk to someone so you don't feel like you have to do it alone. You deserve support. Some women have hired me for ongoing support, some weekly, some monthly, and some just to check in and have an occasional talk with. It can help to get everything right again and aligned again. So I'm glad to do that. You can private message me if you're interested in that, and or any other question. This is the Ask Bess show after all, and you can leave a question below that I'll respond to, or leave a question in the private Facebook message, so that you can get that answered here anonymously if you wish. So that's what the Ask Bess show is for, to have someone here for you. Tracy, thank you for being here. And Sean White says, yes, I was taught this when I was in sales. What were you taught, Sean? To take care of yourself, or what were you referring to? Does anyone else have some tips? I'd love to hear your tips, Sean, or Lisa, or Linda Duncanson, another spiritual person, friend, smart business lady. Follow Linda Duncanson too. She has great personal growth and practical physical tips for well-being. So the best people, best friends are on here. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to sign off now. We'll see you every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time for the Ask Bess live video show. This is a growing family and group. Let's be support for each other here. Let's maybe friend each other, find each other, and get to know these incredible women, incredible people who are here, as well as leave comments, leave tips, because we can keep this discussion going afterward, right? And every weekend. This is here for you. Okay, everyone take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.